Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 10th of August, 2024. This is my weekly analysis video where we have a look at some of the Forex pairs. I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books. You're kidding me, aren't you? From my books. So let's get into it. I hope everyone's weekend's going okay. It's 2 p.m. local here. My football team's got a bye this week, so no game for my team, which is good. So it's a guaranteed 2 points. All right, so this is from these two books here. The high probability, this one here, is my book number 2, and the divergence. They're basically the same, just divergence includes it a bit more. Obviously talks about divergence. And the fourth book out, Profitable Forex Trading using high and low risk strategies, which is just a combination of all different strategies, etc. All right, let's get into it. If you do like the video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I know they're not the greatest productions on the planet, but as long as we get the message across, then life's good. So let's go to the charts. TradingView. I use TradingView for all my analysis. I don't trade on TradingView. There we go. Now there's noise. So this is a watch list on the right here. As you can see, it's not every Forex pair. I do trade a lot of other pairs, but that's in my private trading. That's for the hedge trading, which I don't cover in this video. So this is just a sample of pairs. I'm not a trade signal provider. Just don't take my signals without doing your own due diligence. Have a look, make sure they comply with your own trading rules, etc. You're comfortable taking the trade. As I said, they're in alphabetical order. Highlighted in light blue means there's trade or trades on. There's been some action taken. By that I mean some trade management. Highlighted in dark blue means trade on, no action taken. Highlighted in orange or yellow means I want to speak about something in this video. And if there's no highlight, which these three down the bottom, which I don't trade anyway, it just means there's no trade on. So we've got trades on every pair I'm actually trading, except for silver. We'll talk about that. Monday, there's no new trades for Monday. There's no trade management for Monday. So we just leave everything as is going into Monday. So it should be a pretty quiet start to the week on this watch list. All right, let's get into it. Right, normally on the right, you'll see the most recent trade. In a lot of these trades, these pairs this week, we're in multiple trades. So I can trade both ways in my accounts. I know some people can't do that. There's ways around that. You can either find another broker that does allow it, or you can open like a sub account. Say you're with Oanda, for example, in the US, you can open a second account with Oanda as a sub account. So you can balance your buys and your sell trades in between those two accounts. So it's doable. It's a little bit clunky, but it's a workaround. So if that's something that you're concerned about, there's always a way around these things. So in this case, you'll see the trade on the right's got the notes associated with any trade management. In this case, there's been no trade management yet. It was a buy on the 8th of August, so it's Thursday, a couple of days ago, and it went up nicely initially on Thursday, which is great. Friday I had a little bit of a pullback. When I call these trades, the new candle for me opens at 4 a.m. local. I don't get out of bed till 6:30, but not much happens in that time. So basically the 4 a.m. is 5 p.m. New York time. Between 5 p.m. New York and 7 p.m. in New York or 7:30 New York, not much happens in the markets because Asia's just waking up, Tokyo's coming online, so there's not really much in the markets itself. So no drama. I call the trade, take a screenshot, share it to the group on the daily updates, so it's all very transparent. The trades are called at the time, not after the fact. And any trade management's also called on the group. So they all go in a shared folder, all these trade setups, and everyone's got access to that shared folder. But I post them in the groups, which means the Telegram channels and the Facebook group, which everyone's more than welcome to join. So we took this buy, it's going in the right direction, all good. We're still in this sell from the 16th of July. Again, you can read my notes. I've closed half, then moved my stop down a couple of times. So my stop now for this sell is here. So I can't lose on that sell. Now, ideally, with the buy, the MACD pattern's a long way below the zero level. So there's the zero level here. So one of my trade management tools is when it gets to the zero level, that's one of my ways of looking at closing out half the trade. Another one is if price got up to the moving averages here, which means getting close to the stop. Even if this rolls over and goes down to the downside, takes out my stop, it's not the end of the world because I'm still in this partial sell. You know, worst case scenario would be go up, take my stop out, then roll over and take the buy stop out. But that's a big gap up to there, and there's still a fair distance to there. So we're looking good on the Aussie Swiss at the moment. This was a high risk trade, this buy. It was against the trend. But the things I like about it is when I took the trade in here, price is a long way from the moving averages. Generally, the moving average will come to price, or price will go to the moving average, and the MACD is a long way below the zero level. So I'm looking to buy when it's below the zero level and sell when it's above the zero level. So I'm confident, and I've got the protection of this sell trade. You'll see that it's very similar theme throughout here. Aussie, New Zealand, maybe. Yeah, Aussie, New Zealand, we've got the sell from the 18th of July, which is up here. There's my trade management for that, mentioned there. Again, that was a high risk trade against the trend. And again, see the distance between the moving averages and the MACD platinum, a fair distance above the zero level. Came down here. Now I'm thinking 1st of August, bang, there. As soon as price, MACD platinum through the zero level there, and price is at the moving averages, closed half, dragged my stop down. Dragged my stop down even further, across this high here. In the meantime, took this buy on Friday. So we had this big bearish candle and a big bullish candle, gave me a buy signal. MACD fair distance below the zero level, got the protection of this sell, so all good, and hidden bullish divergence there. So we've got higher lows on price and lower lows on the MACD platinum, which is an oscillator, which you use for divergence. So stops down here, can't lose on the sell. The buy, we're a little bit below the entry level, but again, if this rolls over and takes out my stop, as long as that sell stop doesn't get taken out, life's good. CAD Swiss. Very similar again, a sell from the 8th of July. There's all my trade management there. So we're 19th, so that'd be here somewhere, 18th, 19th. Yeah, closed half on the open here. MACD was through the zero level. I've slowly dragged my stop down. There's not really many more places I can take it. Took this buy on the 8th, Thursday the 8th. It was a high risk trade. Again, price is a long way from the moving average. And again, the MACD platinum's a fair distance below the zero level. And I've got the protection of this sell. So that's why I like to have these trades both ways. A lot of people say, well, if you're so confident in your buy signal, why don't you close your sell signal for maximum profit? It's just like, why do you have insurance for your house or your car? You don't want to have an accident, or you don't want your house to burn down, but it's peace of mind. And that's all it is for me. That's just my preferred method of trading, way of trading. I'm not here to get every single pip. I'm just here to get a few pips. As long as I'm consistently profitable and the drawdown's under control, I don't care if I get it's 100 less pips or something like that. As long as I'm winning, you can always ramp up or compound. Right, Euro Aussie, very similar, except this case we're in a buy from the 2nd of July. We've moved this closed half, moved the stop up. There's all the trade management there. These green levels are big round numbers. In this case, it's the 1.7000 level. And you see price spiked up through it, but came down. Got the sell on Wednesday, the 7th of August, and it's come down nicely. MACD platinum's a long way above the zero level. It was a high risk trade because you can sort of see the trends up a little bit, turning up. You can see it in my notes there. There's that resistance level there, which is good. And I've got the protection of this buy trade again, which is good. And as I said before, MACD platinum a long way above the zero level, and price at the time, a long way from the moving averages. Heading in the right direction, which is great. Can't lose on the buy. So hopefully we could look at doing something with this sell also. EURGBP, another very similar scenario in a buy from, let's have a look at my notes here. 2nd of July, there's the buy. And I did take a sell in here. That's what these notes over here refer to. So I took a sell. You'll find that's the first. There's the first, yep, on the open of that candle. It was stopped out for a full loss. So we do take losses, as you'll see. It was stopped out. And it poked up again, and then we got another sell. and now we've got regular bearish divergence forming. We've got the protection of this buy trade, so we took the second sell. It's the second attempt at it. So Thursday the 8th of August, second sell. High risk trade is against the trend. You look at the moving averages, the trend is up. But again, we've got that divergence, price is a fair distance from the moving averages, and we've got the protection of the buy. Euro USD, one pair that is giving me a bit of strife at the moment. Again, a big round number up here, the 1.1000 level. So it's a big round number. Got this buy here. Now this has been sideways for a while. Just look at the moving averages. It's sort of been range bound. It's no clear direction. And I thought here, big candle up, and it's really hasn't taken off. It took off the first day, spiked up, hit that level, and it just ground down for the last 4 days. We're just below the entry level. MACD platinum through the 0 level down here, but there's really not much I can do because there's no profit on the table. I could probably consider bringing my stop up tighter to reduce my risk that way. I'll give it one more day and see. I might bring the stop up. It's just gone nowhere. And you've got to keep in mind, we're in August now, getting close to mid-August. This is one of the quietest months for Forex traders. What happens in the Northern Hemisphere, which I keep on forgetting I'm in, it's the summer holidays for especially the European, and I'm not sure about the US traders, but like around London, I guess, is the financial capital of the world when it comes to Forex trading. A lot of those traders are on their breaks or holidays. So a lot of the big boys, and when I say big boys, I mean girls too. A lot of the institutional traders are taking their summer breaks, etc. So the volume's down a little bit, and that's probably why you don't see such decent moves, unless there's some news that moves the markets. But, you know, what we assume to be news, we just take for granted now, you know, the Israel conflict, Iran, Russia, Ukraine, we just take that for granted now. It's unbelievable. All right, pound Swiss. Again, we're in two trades. We're going to sell from the 18th of July up here. There's a nice, you can see there's a resistance level on price. There's a high risk trade against the trend. There was some divergence there, hidden bearish divergence, very slight, but definitely took the sell, which has paid off nicely. We can't lose on that. In the meantime, Friday, yesterday took this buy here. It's gone nowhere fast. Again, MACD platinum a long way below the 0 level, price a fair distance from the moving average, and we've got protection from the sell. There's no supporting divergence, so I'm a bit reluctant to take trades like that. But generally after big moves like this tends to be some sort of retracement. Now, hopefully it'll get up a little bit higher. We can take some action on the buy. But in the meantime, we've got this sell, so we'll see how far we can take the sell. And you've got to remember too, when we trade Forex, we're trading two currencies. And these are all major countries. Like, talk about, right, we're on the pound yen. So we're talking about the UK, Great Britain, and Japan. So two of the world's bigger economies. So neither are going to go to 0 unless there's a catastrophe that no one saw coming. So it's unlike stocks. Stocks tend to have a bullish bias because you're trying to improve company profits, your return on the shareholders, all your invested parties, etc. Whereas currencies, the two countries trying to balance their books, trying to keep their currency at a safe level for import, export, and all that sort of stuff. So that's why the good thing about trading Forex, it goes up and it goes down. It won't go up forever and it won't go down forever. So what we're trying to do is get these big moves, get a bit of them. Like in this case, took this sell up here, and it's going well. And I'm in all these trades in my private trading, so there's nothing to. I'm in all these sells, these older trades from July, and I'm in all these new trades. So we took the sell. You can see the trade management there. And in the meantime, we took this buy this week. Again, big move, pullback, MACD long way below the 0 level. There's the 0 level there. Long way below it. Price is a long way from the moving averages. No supporting divergence, but we've got the protection to sell. I sound like a broken record, don't I? Pound USD is a little bit different. We're only in a sell from the 19th of July. So we took the sell here, but it's just grinding down nicely. So 31st of July, I think it might be in here somewhere. Yeah, in here. It's just sort of stall a bit. MACD platinum through the 0 level. And I sort of got burnt on this buy a little bit. Didn't lose on it, but I didn't do as well as I should. And I'm trying to make up a little bit for that. That's why the stop's super tight. So the stop's here, can't lose on that. In the meantime, I've got this grey vertical line. We've got a green dot on the MACD platinum below the 0 level. So it puts me in buy mode, it's just like a warning signal. I still need a green QMP dot over here to give me that buy. It's not happening on Monday. If we pop up a little bit higher, it may happen on Tuesday. This level here is a big round number. I'll just dig it up for you. It's in here somewhere. There it is. So another big round number. And there's the other one up there. So 1.25. And that one up here is 1.3. So you can see when price got to it, it just bounced straight off it. So they do have some bearing on, you look here, see how price bounced around a little bit. So pound USD, we're in a sell, can't lose. So good, life's good there. New Zealand CAD. Now this is giving me a little bit of grief. I can't lose on it, but this is my second buy. We're going to buy here. I took one back here and it was a loser, full loss. Now in my hedge trading, this is a buy, hedge sell, second buy, and the break even's actually in amongst these spikes here, and I couldn't get out. So I missed every opportunity. Now what we've got here is we've got this spike up, another spike up, and Friday we had a spike up. So we're looking at a very condensed sort of triple top there. Or resistance level on price, that blue line. It's a little bit tricky to see, but there's a blue line there across those three highs. Now, MACD platinum through the 0 level here. I've already closed half. I closed half on the 9th. I didn't really have much wiggle room here at all. When we take on the 1st, so on the 9th, it's in. Yeah, so I got here. MACD platinum just burst through the 0 level a little bit. So on the open of Friday's candle, which is there, I closed half and brought the stop up. So I can't lose on this buy, but I'm not really impressed the way it's gone. It's a pair I like trading, but sometimes it does these little tricky little moves that just you get super confident, then it comes back and bites you in the bum sort of thing, which is not a big deal. It's every pair does it to you sometime. So now we're potentially setting up for hidden bearish divergence here. So I'll start drawing the trend lines in play. Now if this keeps on going up and it's no longer valid, I'll just delete the trend lines. But in the moment, it just gives me a bit of a heads up. So even though the MACD is just above the 0 level, if I was to get a sell signal here, I'd seriously consider taking it because I like the fact that you've got that hidden bearish divergence there. All right, that's it for New Zealand CAD. Let's move on to XAGUSD silver. Now it's highlighted in orange, means I took a loss. So I took this buy here, and this has been kind. Look, I haven't been trading it. I haven't been calling silver. I've been calling gold and called gold for a couple of years, and it's always been very good. You know, you get your odd loss, but geez, you get some big winners too. And I would have had way more winners than losers on the metals. So I'm hoping silver does the same. This time though, we had a loss. So when we bought it on the 1st, out in the 5th. So buy it here, out in this one here, this candle here. And background noise. And we got this, obviously, and I'm doing this in my hedge trading, so I've got the same quandary at the moment because I've taken a buy, hedge sell. Now I've got to look for a second buy. Grey vertical warning line. There's a green dot on the MACD platinum below the 0 level. So we get another buy signal here. All I'll do is I'll take the buy, stop will be below this low here somewhere, and we'll try and get back up again. So I just leave it on the charts to show you, girls and boys, that we took a loss here, full loss on silver. There it is there. Once the video's finished, I'll tidy up the charts. Right, next three, just more for curiosity's sake. US dollar. So it's the US dollar against the euro, pound, yen, Swiss franc, Canadian dollar, and Swedish krona. Now, I'm not sure. This tends to move very similar to the euro USD, except the opposite. So inversely correlated. And you can see, remember I said the Euro USD, 4 days doing nothing, similar on the US dollar. So it's very much the same. Keeping in mind about 72%, if that number sounds familiar, 72%, I mentioned in my last book, of all foreign exchange transactions involve the US dollar. So 72% is a fair chunk of that, 100% obviously, nearly 3/4. So that's why the US dollar is such a big part of the world economy sort of thing. Right, US 500, the US stock market. Remember I said it generally has a bullish bias. Last signal was this buy here, which didn't pan out that well. And that was on, it will pan out. Well, when I say it will pan out, this would be a good hedging trade, ignoring that it's the US stock market. I'm not sure what you can trade. You can probably trade an ETF or something like that, or the index itself. If you took a buy here, take a hedge sell there, if you can do it with ETFs and index funds, I'm not sure if you can, then if you get another buy here, this is one I'll definitely take, because you had that hidden bullish divergence initially. Oops, just lost it. It had that hidden bullish divergence, which I love, and generally they pan out, or they work out. So we'll see how it goes. We'll keep an eye on that, obviously, because we look at it every week. But there was all this doom and gloom last week about the stock market's falling off a cliff. To me, that doesn't look like a cliff. That just looks like a decent pullback, that's all. You know, it's not much worse than, it's probably a little bit worse than that one, but it's not horrendous. It's not 1987 or 2008, 1929 or whatever. But it's I'm not sure what the percentage is, but it's a fair fall. Right, BTC USD. Now this is one that did have a bit of a drop, bang, down to the 50,000 level and bounced straight back up to 60. Now, like I said, if you didn't get the sell there, you could have got it on this trend line break if you were stopped out up here, and it's come down nicely. As soon as you see this bounce there, that's when you tighten things up. If you see a candle like that, I'm not sure what you call it, MACD platinum through the zero level, you tighten things right up. It's Bitcoin, BTC USD. Looking for divergence, there's none. But last signal is this buy signal here. I just draw these on the charts just for all the valid signals. So it's there. All right, that's it, boys and girls. That's it for the video. They're a bit shorter, these videos, without going through all the news or the work document. But if anyone's got any questions, just feel free. You can hit me up on any of those groups, the Facebook group or the Telegram channels. Everyone's more than welcome to join them. Happy to answer any questions. Keep in mind, too, I've got that hedging group in Telegram now, which is just dedicated to hedging, if that interests you. I keep actually running total of trades, and so far we're going all right. But it's only early days for the 4-hour chart, so we'll see how that goes. We might crank that up a little bit next week, which I am. I've added some more pairs, etc. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. It's always appreciated. Enjoy your weekend and stay safe wherever you may be. Cheers, folks.